Hey everyone, Sean Smith here with Dedicated Financial GBC in Roseville, Minnesota. I'm the founder and CEO, doing the vlog today on my top 10 things, or really my roadmap to focusing on doing things that's significant that ultimately help you love what you do and enjoy what you're doing in life. And I sat down, this topic came up recently with someone that I work with, and it reminded me how passionate I am about this, because these are things that far more successful people than me have taught me, that have just had such a positive influence in my life, that I would love nothing more than for you to gain something of positivity in your life, for it to positively affect your life in a great way. So I'm gonna burn through these and just kind of give you my top 10. So first thing is this, is figure out what you're naturally gifted at. What comes easy for you? It's kind of like you look at other people that head tilt, like, why is this so difficult for you? It's like rocket science to other people, but to you it comes natural, right? That gives you an idea of kind of the area in which you want to be doing work, as you're naturally gifted at that. Second thing is this, is what would you do for free? What are you motivated to do? You know, kind of if I could hang out and just like, I didn't even have to work, if money wasn't an object, and you got all the traveling out of your system, and you got all the buying out of your system, and you had the rest of your life to do, what is something that you would do for free, but you could possibly make an income doing it? You're motivated to do it. Next thing is this, is figure out of those things that you're naturally gifted at and that you're motivated to do, what is focused around or can be focused around helping other people. Correct answer there, everything can be focused around helping other people. Dedicated is a prime example of that. One of the things Dedicated does is commercial collections. You know, nationwide repossession, nationwide legal for banks, leasing companies, and revenue-based financing companies, right? That historically is not known as a positive company, a positive atmosphere, and yet that's what we've been able to do, because our focus is on being significant to others, helping others, and the success we get from that is the byproduct, but not the focus. So I think you can do that with anything, but in general, is there something that sticks out that's focused on helping other people? Next thing is this, is pray or meditate on it. You know, whatever your spiritual path is, whether you're a Christian like me, or you have a different faith sect, or maybe none at all, take time, go away, think about it, meditate on it, pray about it. What do you feel you're being led to do? Now for me, that's going to tune into my faith. I know that's not the same for other people, but in general, going away, getting quiet, and really tuning into what it is you and your soul are feeling led to do. You combine that just internal soul motivation with something you're naturally gifted at, with something that you're motivated that you do for free, but you can make an income, that helps people. That's a positive recipe right there. Next thing is this, is start small, and that can be with giving, that can be with serving other people, whatever it is. Maybe, you feel led in your organization where you work in that you want to be in a totally different department, that you're more motivated. Maybe start volunteering in that department, or ask to be a part of a project, or spend some time shadowing people over there, or go find people who own a business that you want to own, and interview them or shadow them, or start out with small steps and start moving in that direction. It doesn't have to be this massive step. It can be a small step, and as you do that, saying yes to like exploring, but patiently waiting on when you feel led to cement that full move forward in that direction. Next thing is this, is double down on what is working and get rid of what is not. I see so many people in their life doing things that are just not working for them, and then not focusing enough on the things that really are working for them. If you have things you're doing in your life that are not working for you, dump them, get it by. Whether it's a toxic relationship or bad habits, maybe you're drinking too much, whatever it is, ditch that habit, right? Ditch the toxic things that are in your life, and double down on the things that really work for you. And sometimes that takes some searching, because it may feel at times like nothing is working. I know I've been there, right? So you may have to do some digging on that one, but double down on those things that are working. Next thing is this, is I see a lot of people who get it in their head that they want to do something, but the skill to do that, they're really on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 3 at that. Meanwhile, they have other areas of their life that they're like an 8 or a 9 that they're amazing at, and they're just neglecting, they're not processing and thinking about that. Spend time developing the areas of your life where you're really good at those things from an 8 or 9 into a 10. Is it what is extraordinary? Well, it's just a little extra over ordinary, right? So it's doubling down. People will know you, your personal brand, what you do will be revolved around of what you're really good at and what you're really bad at, right? So it's about shoring up what you're really bad at and getting it to an acceptable range, but focusing more on going from good to great on those things you are naturally gifted at and that you're motivated to do that you're also good at. So next thing is this. You gotta put people first, I believe, in your life. If you are selfishly trying to do everything for you, everyone's gonna pick up on that. But if you're putting people first, if you're interested in what they're doing, if you're figuring out how you can serve them and help them, the byproduct is you're gonna get what you're wanting to do. Now, I say this with an asterisk of don't allow yourself to be walked over either. That's not what I'm talking about. Set appropriate boundaries, enforce them, especially with people. But putting others first and helping them and being a servant leader, as long as that's in line with it also, it doesn't even have to be in line, to be honest with you, of what you're looking to accomplish. It's just having that mentality is really important. Next thing is this, is chasing being significant to others. So in putting them first, how can I be significant to them? How can I be significant with my job? How can I be significant with my volunteerism or my time, with my family, with my kids, with my friends? How can I be significant to them? And what ends up happening is the success of that becomes a byproduct. It can be success in relationships. It can be success financially. How can you be significant with your money? Well, you help an organization that really needs help, and the byproduct is you actually have sown good seed, you've put out good karma, and guess what? It comes back, right? So it can be relationally, financially, in business, friendship-wise, you name it. And final thing is this, is keep the toxic things at bay and don't allow things to break your boundaries. So if you have toxic people or a toxic workplace, you need to be able to separate yourself from that and put up a safe boundary. I'm really big on boundaries. I know my boundaries and I enforce my boundaries. I don't let people walk over me and or my boundaries. My time with my family is sacred. The work I'm doing at Dedicated is focused. If you're bringing toxicity into this workplace, you will not last at Dedicated or around me. And I hold myself accountable to that. So get rid of the toxic stuff and double down on the stuff that is working and put in safe boundaries. So now you have a plan, right? You're focusing on the things you're naturally gifted at. You're focusing on a way to create income and have significance with what you're motivated to do that you do for free, but you might be able to make money to do it. You're leveraging what you feel led in your soul to do. You're putting up appropriate boundaries. You're getting rid of the toxic stuff and you're doubling down on the stuff that's good. It's things like that this is now an ecosphere of how I've been able to put myself in a situation where I love what I do. I'm doing things for Dedicated and the other companies that I'm affiliated that I love doing, and I'm not doing the things that I don't love to do that I'm not any good at, right? Like I don't run my calendar. I'm horrible at it, right? I'll be late to everything, right? So it's things like that I would rather empower other people to do what they're great at in my life. That's the same thing with certain things with my wife and kids. My wife is great at some things. I want to empower her and say, you are amazing at, how can I support you in that? And then double down on what I'm good at with my kids, right? So these are just 10 things that really positively affected my life, and I would love that even if only one of them sticks out and you focus on that it has a positive impact in your life. So thank you as always for tuning in. I would welcome any comments, questions, shares, likes. We appreciate those things. As always, thank you for tuning in, and God bless.